但一会儿还有一个非常大的一个环节，就是希望大家能够继续留下。我就是去讲这个，我们会邀请到了，很幸运邀请到了来自Solana Lab 的这个 Solana Mobile 小伙伴 Mike 去给大家介绍这个Solana Mobile 的生态的一些发展，以及说是一些愿景，包括他能够去用这个 Solana Mobile 能够怎么去做开发做一些，以及说这个他们也在招人，就是 Solana Lab，这也是非常棒的机会。OK，然后我又切到英文了。Hello Mike，are you online? Can you
Hello,
please raise your
hello.
hand if you can hear me? Okay,
Can you
great.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah, nice, nice. Wow,
Perfect.
it's a great honor to have you to join our bootcamp. It's actually of the first, it is our last course. Like I right now I'm on the bed, so like, please forgive me. Like I'm not able to like open my
Yeah.
camera here. Yeah, but
No, no worries. Thanks for having me.
thank you. Yeah, it's so Mike is from Solana Lab, and actually so he's leading the dev reel in Solana Lab and also in Solana Mobile, which is Seeker. So everyone know very it's very popular, right? Like Seeker these days. If you see even the market is down, but like the Seeker like it's still like we are still bullish on it. So like we should so like actually it's a great honor to have him to introduce like what's is mobile and what can be built on mobile, what how to build on mobile. They actually also are hosting a very big Solana Mobile Hackathon. So actually,
Yep.
especially for APAC for China, like we are there are lots of like good like application developers, especially Android developers. I think they would be a good fit to to expand this ecosystem. And also, like, let me also like say something like because like in the this is the final course of the bootcamp one, which is actually the graduation ceremony, something like that. But
Yep.
actually, bootcamp two, like Mike and Salam Mobile will co-organize or will co-design the bootcamp together with us. So like I will hand it to Mike to introduce whatever you want. Thank you.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you so much. Let me share my screen real quick. Um, okay, cool. You guys see the workshop here?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, nice. Yeah, cool. Thank you for the intro, Mike. My name is also Mike. I am Mike S. Mike Salisto. I work for Solana Mobile. I lead developer advocacy there and developer experience. And I guess first of all, just want to say cool to see all the jobs and opportunities in the Solana ecosystem in the APAC region. And cool to see all the interest from you guys graduating this boot camp, trying to find jobs. I think you guys will be interested in what I have to say here, especially towards the end. Solana Mobile, which is what I'm going to be talking about, is going to be a really good place for you to use your skills and possibly earn some money, build a business. And like Mike alluded to, we have a hackathon that's going on right now, and we have a lot of cash prizes, which I will be talking about at the end of my presentation. Um, so yeah, I guess that's kind of like a high level overview of what I'm going to be talking about. But first, for those who don't know what Solana Mobile is and what we're up to, I want to do like a quick overview of what we've been up to and what we're building. So, what is Solana Mobile? And if you guys have any questions, feel free to post your questions in the Zoom chat. I will try to get through them at the end of it in English, unless Mike wants to translate for me. Um, okay, so what is Solana Mobile? Solana Mobile, we are a company. We sit in Solana Labs, kind of an incubated team, and our goal is to bring crypto onto mobile, right? We want to bring the masses of crypto onto crypto, and it's pretty obvious that mobile is a solution for that, right? Everyone has a smartphone, um, everyone's online, everyone's on their phone all the time. So it's a pretty obvious path that if you want mass adoption and you want a lot of people on crypto, you need to focus and prioritize mobile. But we haven't actually seen that in the modern day. And why is that? So the main problem is the mobile ecosystem for crypto right now faces a gatekeeper problem. Apple and Google are kind of the gatekeepers to, or at least in the US and in Europe, are the gatekeepers to a lot of mobile innovation, right? Because they own the app stores. And specifically, they have really hostile policies to crypto features. If your app has a crypto, like a crypto payment, NFT purchasing, things like that, it's probably going to get rejected during app review. And this has really been hurting innovation in the crypto mobile ecosystem, right? No one has time to build a mobile app, a crypto mobile app, and invest all this time and resources if it's just going to get rejected at the app review stage. So this is kind of one problem that mobile has been facing in crypto. So what we're doing to solve that is our flagship product, Seeker. Seeker is a crypto-first mobile phone, an Android phone. And how is it crypto-first and how is it crypto-native? Couple things. First, every Seeker comes with the seed vault. The seed vault it's basically a built-in hardware wallet built into the secure element of the phone. So your seed phrase is kind of securely stored on this in this little isolated container. And it also allows any app you can connect to your seed vault and request a signing experience, just like Apple Pay or Google Pay. So this is basically what it looks like. It's a really slick experience. I think I have a demo coming up. But basically, you can connect it to your wallet from any app, or even like a web page. A nice bottom sheet will kind of draw up from the bottom, and then you can scan your fingerprint to approve the transaction. This is an example of what it looks like on Jupyter on a Seeker. So user initiates a transaction, Seed Vault draws a wallet or a bottom sheet, and you double tap to confirm, and then scan your fingerprint, it approves, and then it's sent off and submitted. And this is a really cool UX that's basically only possible on a Seeker. So that's kind of one step is the Seed Vault. And the second thing is the Solana DApp Store. So the Solana DApp Store is a crypto-friendly app store that ships with every Seeker phone. And it's crypto-friendly because we have a friendly publisher policy, right? We understand crypto, we understand how crypto works, and we don't discriminate against crypto features. We also don't have a 30% in-app purchase tax, right? With Apple and Google, every in-app purchase has a 30% fee. Here, there's none. And it has all the typical features of a app store, like categories, in-app reviews, or sorry, apps ratings and reviews, and we curate the feed. And so that we launched Seeker back in August, and it's been a series of milestones. We launched Seeker, we got them all shipped out. We did Seeker season, which is where we highlighted a bunch of apps, and to this day, or actually maybe a couple months ago, we had over 100,000 Seekers distributed globally around the world. A lot in the APAC region, actually. Majority of our customers actually are in APAC. We had over 200 apps published on the DApp Store and over $100 million flowing in the Seeker economy, which is huge. So as a developer, the Solana DApp Store should look like prime real estate, right? Unlike Apple and Google or the other app stores, you're not competing against a million other apps, right? On the DApp Store, there's only 200 other apps, and your app basically has a much better chance of standing out and being discoverable to users. And we've seen teams in the ecosystem really kind of show this, right? So here's kind of two examples of apps that have launched on the DApp Store. Moonwalk Fitness is a kind of gamified daily fitness app that uses Solana and crypto to basically reward people who stay active and exercise. When they launched on Seeker, we co-marketed, helped them launch, put up their app on the carousel, so they were like front and center, and they had over 12,000 or 12,000 new app user signups, and they basically hit all-time highs for daily active usage and user signups. We also had DeFi. So Prena is a protocol that basically provides yield on stablecoins. And when they launched on Seeker, they saw over 4,000 Seeker users sign up and deposit over 13 million USD, which was huge, right? It's a huge amount just for a day one launch. And this was just one of the many launches, two of the many launches we've had in the ecosystem, right? And basically the pattern is really clear, is like you launch on the DApp Store and you get instant distribution and discovery of your app to basically 100,000 crypto users that are really hardcore power users of crypto, right? These are users that they bought a crypto phone, which is pretty cool in itself, and that's a high signal. And they're willing to spend money, they're willing to try out apps and try out new experiences. Okay, so that's kind of the App Store and Solana Mobile, what we're building. So what does publishing on the App Store look like? It's actually really simple. First thing you need to do is just build an Android app, right? Seeker is just an Android phone. It runs Android OS. There's nothing special about it. Any app that works on Google, or most apps that work, or it even has like Google Play, Google Play Store, you can download all your normal apps. It just has additional crypto features like the seed vault and the App Store. So to build for the Seeker, you just need to build an Android app. And what that means is you can basically build with any typical Android framework like React Native, Kotlin, Flutter. We support gaming SDKs like Unity and Unreal. And best part about this is you don't even need a Seeker to build an app for the App Store. You can develop against any Android device or even an emulator. We provide tools like the mock MWA wallet, which is basically a testing wallet that you can download on GitHub, install onto your phone, and then you can get that bottom sheet signing experience just to see what the signing would look like on a Seeker device. And we even accept one of the most common questions we get is, can you publish a web app, right? A desktop or a browser application onto the App Store? You can actually. There's a special tool called Bubble Wrap, which is a tool built by Google that basically takes a PWA, a website, wraps it into a Android APK. It's really simple. It's just 2 commands. And what it does is it basically creates an APK that points to your website. And this can actually look really good. One of the teams on our App Store called Crypto Fantasy League, they actually use this PWA bubble wrap to publish their app on the App Store, and they're really popular. And the cool thing is you can't even tell this is a PWA or a website. It looks like a native mobile app, right? That's because they took a lot of time and attention to basically build a really nice looking mobile UI. So even this PWA route is a really quick and easy way to get onto the App Store and find users. And finally, once you've built your app, you've built your APK, publishing, the last step is really simple. You go on publish.solanamobile.com, where we have a portal. On this portal, you can sign up, connect your wallet, fill out your app details, publish your app, and then it'll be in our app review queue. What app review looks like, it's pretty simple. We just do some verification on the metadata. We do a light QA check, make sure that the app is working, the app has good UX, it's not broken. And if it passes a couple more approval steps, we'll send you an email and it'll go live on the App Store. Okay. So now I want to talk about what the Solana Mobile Stack is and kind of zoom in a little bit closer about what our Seeker users kind of looking for and what are the tools available to you as a developer when you're building an app on Seeker. So Solana Mobile Stack is kind of a combination of hardware and software technologies. I've kind of talked about a little bit these, but I'll go more in depth to each of them. So Mobile Wallet Adapter. Mobile Wallet Adapter is basically a open source SDK and protocol that allows native apps to connect to wallet apps on the same phone and the same device. It's the same thing that powers the seed vault and how it connects to your application. So this is the exact same demo. Mobile Adapter is just an SDK that your app can easily add on. You can just install we have a React Native package, we have a Kotlin package. You just add it into your app and then get signing from the user's seed vault wallet straight from your app. It's also compatible with other wallets like Phantom, Soulflare, Backpack, and Jupyter Mobile. All those are compatible with Mobile Adapter, and they're actually compatible with MWA outside of Seeker. Any Android phone can use this. This is just an Android SDK. So yeah, Seed Vault. But the cool thing about building for the App Store is the Seed Vault wallet is basically on every Seeker device. And as a developer, this is really cool and this is really important. And the reason for that is because you can publish your app, add mobile wallet adapter, and you basically have this guarantee that every user is already onboarded with a wallet, right? Every user that uses your app already has a crypto wallet. You don't need to worry about, oh, building a wallet, creating a wallet for them, telling them to sign up with a seed phrase or backup seed phrase. And you don't need to pay for expensive wallet provider services, right? Like there's like Privy, Dynamic, all these other private services. All you need to do is just use mobile wallet adapter, and then it's free, it's open source, and it just works out the box. Okay. And kind of the last thing is every Seeker user has a Seeker Genesis token. What the Genesis token is it's an exclusive NFT minted directly to the user's wallet once they activate their Seeker device. So what this means is you basically have a way to identify a Seeker user on chain, and you can tell that the wallet you're talking to is a real human, a real Seeker user. In addition to this, there's also the Seeker ID. So every Seeker user has a .skr domain. So you can, like mine is mobiledev.skr. Like you could be mike.skr. You could, paste that into a wallet and then see the wallet that is behind that domain. Just another, these are like things that Seeker users really like in their apps. Okay. And going even deeper, I want to give some resources about how development frameworks work on Seeker and what are the tools you have available as a developer. So development frameworks, like I said before, it's just Android development, right? You can use any standard Android SDK, just like React, like Kotlin, Flutter, Unity, and Unreal. We have two official SDKs that we best support, React Native and Kotlin. React Native is really good for if you're familiar with web development and Solana web development, because it's just React, it's JavaScript. You can reuse all the nice JavaScript libraries like Anchor. You can reuse Web3.js. You can use Solana Kit. You can use like Kodama. Yeah, all the JS libraries that are available on web are basically portable to React Native. And Kotlin is also a really great option because it's the native language for Android development, so it's really good performance. And we also have the community SDKs that are maintained by various members in our community. If possible, I would really prefer to stick to one of these two. I think these, especially with AI development, these two are going to have the best support, I think, for AI tools. And yeah, you're just going to you're going to have the easiest time here. Okay. And to get started, we have some quick, like easy CLI tools that you can use. So create Solana DApp is this tool you can use to basically just one command line command and spin up a nice React Native app that has mobile adapter, it has navigation, and it has UI components. Okay, I'm gonna pause there real quick. Mike, is there any questions you see in the chat that needs any answering?
Let me see. Some like questions are about like translation subtitle, but there already a guy like answered that question. But there's also one which is in English actually. Can it be used in mainland China? Is it compatible with our network? It is actually. So it support SIM and eSIM, right? So it's
Yes.
yeah, it's good.
Yep.
Yeah, another one is talking about airdrop, but it's okay.
Airdrop.
Don't worry. Ignore it.
Yeah, developers got an airdrop last time, season 1. And yeah, I see this. Yeah, you can ship to Hong Kong. A lot of our users and our not our developers. A lot of our users are in Hong Kong. Or sorry, ship to Hong Kong. A lot of our seekers ship to Hong Kong. But actually not a lot of our developers and our apps come from China or APAC, actually. A lot of our apps are targeted more towards like a US and European audience, which I think has been a gap it has been a missing thing in our community. And that's why like I think getting this talking to you guys about the DApp Store is actually going to be really, really cool. And I want to see someone from here build a strong app for the APAC community, because you guys know what's best for you guys are in touch with the community. You guys know what's best for the crypto community here. So yeah, I think that's something I'm really looking forward to seeing after this. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, no seeker, no problem. I think I said this before. You don't even need a seeker to develop an app. You can just you can test against any Android device or emulator. Yep. Okay. So now this is kind of the thing I alluded to in the beginning. The Monolith Hackathon. There is so last, or I guess this week, or was it last week? No, it was this week. Started this week, we launched our second mobile hackathon called the Monolith Hackathon. So what the Monolith Hackathon is, it is a hackathon hosted by Solana Mobile and Radiance, which is this DAO that is helping us operate the hackathon. And it's pretty simple. All we want to do is it's a 5-week virtual hackathon, and all we want to see is people build and submit an Android app that uses Solana. That's it. That's the base minimum requirement, right? It has to be an Android app, and it has to use Solana in some meaningful way. You don't need to publish it to the DApp Store to register or to submit. Only if you win, you need to publish it to the App Store. But as a developer just trying it out, you don't need to publish anything. Just build an app, an Android app that uses Solana. And prizes, we have over $125,000 USD in prizes. So we have 10 winners. We're gonna have 10 winners, and each winner is gonna have $10,000 each. Honorable mention is gonna have 5,000. And we're gonna have a special bonus track called SKR. The SKR bonus track. SKR is basically the token, the native asset, native token for the Solana mobile ecosystem. We just launched it a little under a month ago. And to be eligible for this track, you basically just need to have some type of SKR integration built into your app in a meaningful way, whether that's like staking or like some swapping thing. We just want to see people get creative here with the SKR usage. I see someone asked a question, where can I sign up for this hackathon? Yeah, I just realized I didn't mention that. You can go on solanamobile.com/hackathon, and that will link you to the Radiance website that you can register for the hackathon, and you can find this website right here. So yeah, a bunch of prizes, and actually here's some additional prizes. So not in addition to the cash prizes, every winner is going to get basically marketing and growth support directly from the Solana mobile team, right? One of the prizes that we saw, so this is our second hackathon. We did this a couple months ago when we first launched Seeker. And one of the prizes everyone loved the most, even more than the cash prizes actually, were the was featured DApp Store placement. So what that is, it's basically if you're a winner and you publish your app, we'll put your app on the front page of the DApp Store. So basically we'll have the highest visibility section, and basically 100,000 people will be able to see your app, right? And that's really huge for growing your app and starting a real business, basically. In addition to that, we do go-to-market support. We'll help amplify from our Twitter channels that you're launching your app. Anytime you have new features, we're gonna push it out there and make sure users see your app. And free Seeker devices. If you don't have a Seeker, we'll send some Seekers to you so you can, continue building your app. And also something that's really cool is there's going to be a call with Toli. Toli, the guy who created Solana, he loves Solana Mobile. It's like his passion project. And basically teams will be able to meet with Toli and be able to ask some questions and get feedback directly from him on your app idea. So yeah, I think these additional prizes are actually, like, honestly, they seem more important than the cash prize in some way, because you think about 100,000 users, right? If you can just capture 10% of those users, right? Get 10,000 users to download and try your app. And let's say 1,000 of those users do some business on your app, maybe purchase something, make some swaps or whatever. And you can capture just a fraction of 100,000 people's worth of volume, you can make more than, $10,000. You can make more than $5,000. You can build a real business with real users. Yeah, so I kind of mentioned this already, the two apps that launched. And so what are we actually looking for the hackathon, right? So the base requirement is build an Android app, make sure it uses Solana. But, that's just the minimum. You need to build a good app, right? So we listed a judging criteria of what we're looking for. But the baseline is we just want quality, good mobile apps that Seeker users will love to use, right? Can you build something that our community will really enjoy using and want to use it over and over every day? So there's 4 criteria. First is stickiness and product market fit. So basically, this is like how well does your app resonate with the Seeker community, right? Like I said, Seeker community is international. It's distributed around the world. So you want to build ideas and app ideas that they can actually do, right? If you build something that's like a physical peer-to-peer, like maybe it's like your app is like, oh, you have to find another Seeker user and then put your phones together, right? And then that'll like link you guys or something. That's the app idea. That's not a great app idea because it's really rare to find 2 Seeker users kind of in the same vicinity, right? It's not like iPhone where everyone has an iPhone or everyone has an Android, or everyone has like an HTC phone. It's a distributed community. So you want something that you don't need to be tied to a certain physical location to use the app, right? So that's kind of product market fit. And we also want to see an app that drives a lot of engagement, right? People want to open this app every day. They want to use it every day. And you can build that behavior into the app. Next is user experience. That's also pretty simple. It's just, is the app, it's more than just, does this app look good? Does this app look nice? It's more like, is this an easy app for a user to use? Is it intuitive to use your app, right? If a user opens your app, they shouldn't be confused about what to do. They should realize, oh, this is a trading app. This is the button to sell. This is the button to buy. It should be something really simple, or something that they can intuitively understand. Maybe you have really good onboarding, right? Like when the user signs up for the first time, there's a good tutorial that shows them how to use the app, something like that. X factor and innovation. This is basically just how original and how creative is the idea. It's just a way for us to kind of put to value creativity, right? Is this just another, another NFT marketplace, or is this just another perps app or something like that? Or is it something kind of unique? And presentation and demo, this is actually really important. When you're submitting when you submit this at the end of it, you need to submit a video demo and kind of explain what your app is. You should spend a lot of time on this because, as judges, we only have 3 minutes to look at each app. And you basically want to explain what the problem is you're solving, how your app solves it, and how to use your app. Also, why your users want to use your app. Okay. So that's kind of high level of the criteria and kind of some more tips and tricks. You want to take full advantage of the mobile platform and full advantage of being on a hardware, having access to the mobile hardware, right? A lot of Web3, a lot of crypto mobile experiences right now are just web browsers inside a mobile crypto wallet app, right? And that's not really good because it's just a website squished down to a mobile screen, right? A true native mobile app is able to take advantage of the mobile hardware. And what that means is you can take advantage of things like push notifications. You can take advantage of things like microphone and camera, GPS and location services, even just like portability. The fact that your app is portable, it can be used anywhere. Your user can be commuting to work, can be on the couch at home, in bed, things that, someone on a laptop won't be able to do with your app. So these are all things that kind of stand out and are unique to mobile and things we're looking for. Yeah, know your audience, pretty simple. Everyone, you're building for seeker users, right? They're reward seekers. They enjoy trying new experiences and they really enjoy financialized products, right? They like things with financialization and gamification. Okay. And yeah, last tips for the hackathon. Basically, you don't need to finish building a complete app by the end of the 5 weeks. You don't need to submit to the App Store. You just need to have a working MVP, right? Just have something that you can show in a video demo that looks finished. Open source your code, and spend a lot of time on your marketing and your presentation. Okay, cool. So some resources, docs.solanamobile.com. You can find links to the hackathon there. You can find links to our mobile SDKs. You can find links to basically anything related to the Solana mobile platform on here. And the Discord, we have a Discord. You can go in there and you can join the developer channel. And there you can find me and ask questions basically for anything related to publishing or development. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I think that's everything I had prepared. Is there any more questions you see, Mike?
Yes, there are some. Let me one by one. Thank you, Mike, for
Okay.
the introduction, which is really great. Which is I think it's actually the best. Like, I consider bias maybe there because like, there are also like some like speakers in the joining the chat, but it's really great. From the vision to the introduction and to the hackathon. Yeah, there are a bunch of questions. So starting from if there is an app which is not related to crypto, can they get listed on the App Store?
Got it. Yeah. So yeah, actually that's possible. And we do have some apps that just don't have any relation to crypto. Like maybe they just don't like they don't like Google's in-app purchase tax, right? They don't want to be charged 30%. So they just publish on the App Store without that. So yeah, it definitely can be. We don't have a requirement for crypto for the App Store. But for the hackathon, yes, you need to have Solana, you need to have Solana built into your app somehow for the hackathon.
Okay, nice. And the next question is, so someone is this guy, is building a video video creation app,
Okay.
but he thinks the tech is a bit different. So he's trying to connect with Solana Seeker wallet, but it show up the connection. It show up there's an error that the connection
Mm.
it's cannot find the wallet error.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, message me on Telegram. If you have Telegram at some mobile dev. That's my Telegram. Or you can go on our Discord right here. And then you can just get in contact with me directly. Yeah, I don't know exactly what's wrong off the bat. But I can help you figure that out after.
Okay, let me see. For this question also, like you can check out the there's a Solana template. So there is some examples actually they already connected with the wallet. Um, the next one is Staros. Uh, what is this? Uh, yeah, he asked if, for example, if for example if he's building a social app and it's
Hmm.
only the only related thing with crypto is to log in with the wallet. Is it also called uh qualified to be the hackathon and as a crypto app on
Yeah. So
mobile?
Dapp Store, yes, for sure. You can definitely put down the Dapp Store. Can you submit it to Hackathon? Um, you can. You definitely can, and I would say do it. Whether you'll win, maybe not. We'll see, right? Like it really just depends on the whole idea of the app. Like I said, we have these where is it? These criteria, right? Like stickiness and PMF, right? Why will seeker users want to use your app? And then innovation X factor, how creative is this idea, right? And I feel like those two are ways, like if your app doesn't use crypto at all in a meaningful way, it's not really going to resonate with the community, and it's doesn't really stand out, or it doesn't have that much X factor. But you know, happy to be proved wrong, right? Like, maybe you build some like Seeker social app, some community app, and Seeker users really like it. It could win, you know. Um, and you are still using crypto. Maybe you could use like, um, where is it? The Seeker Genesis token to like verify these are all Seeker users. So you and then you could show people's SKR domains, stuff like that. So I think like you can, but there's always ways to add crypto and Solana into it to make it better for our users, I think. Yeah.
All right, thank you for this question. Another one is it sounds like if you wanna build a Seeker app, you need to use the Seeker SDK. But when you use Seeker SDK, is it still able to get onboarding on the normal App Store, which is
Got it. Yes, I see what you're saying. Um, so it depends. There isn't any issue with our SDKs on the dApp store for sure, no. Like yeah, like mobile wall adapter, right? Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, like mobile wall adapter, this is fine. We have apps that are like Phantom, Backpack, and Jupyter Mobile. Those are all on the Google Play Store, and they support mobile wall adapter. And we have a bunch of apps that are on the client side, like actually I don't know any at the top of my head, but there's nothing wrong with mobile adapter by itself. Google just doesn't like it when you start doing stuff about with crypto where you have to do like purchases, like, oh, buy NFTs in the app. That's when Google starts, they basically say like, hey, we need, 30, that's an in-app purchase. You need to pay us 30% of that. But there isn't a way to give them 30% of a Solana transaction, right? It's just not possible. So that's kind of where it brings your app into risky territory with Google and Apple. Um, so yeah, like I don't think it's the SDKs you really need to worry about. It's more just like what is your app actually doing? Are you purchasing things in the app, purchasing crypto things? That's when it's going to be a problem. Yep.
all right. Thank you for this question. Another one is you can say it's English. The Livian.
Yeah. Oh, I see
E
that. Yeah.
okay.
Do I want to build if I want to build for Seeker, do I have to get a Seeker phone? No. So I think I mentioned this before. Um, yeah, so Seeker is just an Android app. Or sorry, an Android phone. It's just an Android phone that has Seed Vault wallet and the dApp Store. So you don't really need the dApp Store. You kind of need Seed Vault wallet, but we also provide this thing called mock MWA wallet, which is a basically a fake wallet app that we open source on GitHub that simulates what the Seed Vault wallet signing looks like. So you could use your typical Xiaomi and then install mock MWA wallet and it'll basically it'll behave like it will on a Seeker device. Yeah, emulator as well. So you don't even need a physical device. You can use an emulator as well. But you cannot use iOS though. You can't use iOS. Mobile, oh yeah, this mobile adapter is a Android only SDK. So this doesn't work on iOS actually. And I see how many languages must the app support? It must support at least one language. Doesn't have to be English, but yeah. So yeah, basically no requirements. But like I said, build for the Seeker community. I think English is always a safe bet, right? Like everyone for the most part is gonna know what basic English looks like from our community. So yeah. And then maybe you could do like locale switching depending on where the user's device is located.
Great, Mike. Can I also ask a
Yep.
question? Like, what's the current users look like for now? It's like most of them are come from US, or like first, how many percent of are from US? How many percent are from
Yeah. Oh, I wish I
Europe?
had a breakdown for you guys right now, but I think it was like a little under 30% was from the US. So like 30% on the US, and then maybe like if I were to guess, like 20 to 30% in Europe. And then the rest of it is probably in APAC somewhere. Yeah. I think like Japan and Korea are pretty big, and Hong Kong, we got a lot of orders as well. Um, but yeah, so APAC is really relevant. And like I said before, it's like it's kind of an untapped market right now from the developer perspective. I think there's a lot of opportunity there. And I think like a really cool hackathon submission would be if you're able to build an app and kind of uniquely explain why this will hit the APAC region really well. This will resonate really well with the APAC region. If you could explain that in your presentation, I think that could be something really compelling.
Nice, nice. Let me also translate your last sentence to Chinese. I think it's worth to mention that. 各位，那个Mike 刚才说了一个非常重要的一点，就是这次黑客松，如果大家能提到，就是对 APAC 这边可能会有帮助的话，会非常有机会，因为他们在大力的扩张 APAC 这边，因为他们觉得这块还有很待发掘的市场，不管是开发者还是应用。Great. Also, like, can I also another question, Mike? So this
Yeah,
is
yeah, go for it.
because like, another is like, is there any like suggestions in addition to that? Like, is there any suggestions or benefits for like APAC or Greater China region developers to join this hackathon? Like, in your mind? Yeah.
Yeah, like, are you looking for like community resources, development resources, or like
Yeah. All kinds
ideas?
of. Yeah. All kinds of. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So I guess for community, so we have so like I said, Radiance is this team that is we're that's sponsoring. So they have a Discord. If you go on the website, you can find their Discord, and there is team matching in that Discord. But I think for APAC, I'm not too in tune with I don't actually know exactly where the developers live in APAC. Like how do they communicate? What are their main channels? Um, but I would say you could start there, start in the ratings Discord, to find people you want to build with. Um, and in terms of development, just go to our Discord. We'll support with any technical questions. Um, and you could also just talk to Mike, and then or talk to me directly, or ask Mike to talk to me. I'm happy to help talk with anyone interested in building and kind of just like support some questions yeah, throughout the hackathon.
Hey, thank you very much for all this detailed introduction, Mike. Is it possible to also share this slide after this workshop, if possible?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, I can send you this after.
Yeah, that'd be great. Um, yeah, I think thank you very much. Let's give a applause to Mike for this introduction and this workspace. After that, actually, thank you very much for all these participants like come along with all. Let me do it in Chinese. I think it's better.
Go
Okay,
for it.
okay,
Go
okay.
back to
Just
Mandarin.
thank you very much, Mike, for joining
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
and
Okay.
also like
Should
Mike.
I stop sharing and get off
Yeah,
here?
it's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
like
thanks so much. And hopefully boot camp session 2, I will have some more mobile content and keep in touch with everyone here.
yeah, let's ship it.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mike.
好的，谢谢各位。然后这个也感谢麦克给咱们的分享。然后另外的话就非常感谢大家，就是我就说点最后的这个话，掏心窝子，就是这个我们最后我们就从一路学过来，从一开始1月初到现在，然后其实也我估计挑战其实挺大的。最后尤其是最后的这个 challenge 要完成的时候，然后也希望就是说最后一节我们的交互课也对大家有所帮助。就是尤其是招聘这一块儿，因为这虽然说就是咱们的课程里面有很多问题啊，就是我自己也在跟大家一起学习，就是也有很仓促的地方，因为很多课都是临时突然加进来的，甚至是说大家觉得看到大家很有热情，然后很多生态的项目自己来找我们去做的，然后也很感谢大家一直坚持到现在。就是我们在第2期的话，也会想办法，就是大家一起共建这个课程，希望能够把它维护下去。就是不管说是我在，还是说是谁，另外一个小伙伴，还是说某社区里面人自愿站出来，因为这个课其实都是义务的，就大家每一个讲师都是义务来去给大家去讲的。就我们希望能够把这个传统继续下去，就有一个正式的一个平台，大家来去往前去做。对token 这个我们没有办法去谈这件事儿啊，不好意思，朋友，对，但它依然会是一个最有活力的、最适合创业者的、最适合 builder 的发展的一个长期的生态。所以我觉得就是市场是没有办法的，但是咱们还是要对自己需要有信心， 呃，对，就是对，因为就是如果你相信创新，如果你相信这个就是这些创业者们，那还是这个，我觉得有一天还是会好的。呃，OK，那这个我觉得就第一期就说到这些，然后最后再预告一下这个我们两个接下来的 Bootcamp，一个是 APAC 的 Bootcamp，会在2月23号，一个是我们3月中下旬的这个第二期的华语的 Bootcamp，然后也期待在这次我们在2月11号的时候在香港见到大家，就是我们会给这个毕业小伙伴们就是专门举办了一个 Meetup，然后邀请大家去聊一聊。对，然后 OK，那就也感谢各位主持人们，就是一路以来的为大家的贡献，然后也真的希望就是珍惜好就现在这个时间节点，就不管是 Solana Mobile 还是 Solana，大家都开始扩展这个华语社区和这个亚太这边的生态，那这对咱们的开发者其实是一个非常好的机会。在这个链接，就是大家可以搜这个 Solana Accelerate AP 这个Solana Accelerate 香港 Hong Kong，就是会看到这个有一个链接，就是可以去报。如果现在报不了的话，就大家在群里面就喊一嗓子，我们都能把它弄进去。OK，好了，那就到此结束，非常感谢各位的参与，然后这个也谢谢大家一直陪我们留到最后一刻。那这个我们希望大家能够每个人都能毕业。好的，有什么问题的话随时交流，再见。